Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to a new AP machine, a 350mm chip quadcopter able to eventually carry a GoPro. This is the Tovsto aegean quadcopter. So it's out of the box. You have several editions, and this is a basic edition, so just a quadcopter standalone. So it's really a basic model, but already equipped of a GPS, so with some RTH features and fail-safe landing in case of low voltage or transmission loads. So let's discover the bundle. So here is a quadcopter. It's a very basic with a classic X design. It's 350mm quadcopter. Motors at 22 type 06. Okay, shaft diameters is 6 for the screw part, 7 for the smallest inner, and 8mm for the outer diameter. It is directly compatible with DJI Phantom style props. Props provided are 9450, so are the same than more than DJI Phantom. No spare, only 4 are provided. Originality, you have to charge a quadcopter from the front side, okay, because on the rear side you will be able to find the status, the LEDs here to indicate the current status of the quadcopter. Below these stickers you can find a micro USB port, so if you want to access to a potential flying controlling software, you have to detape this small element. Actually, I didn't find any ground station software compatible. You have to know, and you will check on my the video dedicated to the interior part, that the processor is an Atmega 2560 based, so an old 8-byte MCU. Okay. Another remark, the GPS module is installed on top. It's a GPS GLONASS module and is not directly and really well shielded in my point of view, so I strongly advise also to shield it, to add it some AMI tape in order to eventually increase the GPS stabilization. On the bottom left side of the landing gear you can find the compass module, so the external one is good to limit the RF interferences. The bottom side you can find a GST connector to provide eventually a 12 volt for a gimbal and a servo plug to control the pitch or the roll of your gimbal. Only one channel is controllable from the radio through this button here, okay, is the channel 6 on the receiver. The receiver in fact installed is FlySky compatible, so this model, this transmitter is nothing else than the FlySky model. It means that you will be able to fly this quadcopter with an i6 or i6S FlySky transmitter or Deviation TX with the last build, including the new generation of FlySky protocol. The battery is a 3S standard, only 2200, it means that without the gimbal you should have between 15 minutes of flying duration. It means that if you planning to add a gimbal, you shouldn't exceed more than 10 minutes with it. Okay, so be aware it's not an amazing one, and you have to know that in the battery bay you really can't install a larger model except by modding or by let open the doors. Okay, so without any battery tray modding you cannot really exceed this 2200, but with some easy modding you can probably install a 3001. Okay, you don't have a lot of room, maybe a more taller one of half centimeters and a longer one from 1 centimeter, that's all. So for example, I can give you the exact dimension of the current one if you need to find a compatible one. So it's a basic 3S with something around 210, 107 millimeters in length. In width you have something like 34, and 8 you have 23. Okay, so it's quite standard. The quadcopter with the battery installed and the props weighs 840 grams, so it's not so heavy, but it's without the gimbal, etc. So with you have this small camera mount, is not a gimbal, so you have eventually some dampening, absorbing a little bit some jellos. Okay, so it's compatible with any GoPro. Okay, so you have to install on front on these two hole here. Okay, and on this bag you will be able to find the 2 screws to attach it. Okay, so it's directly compatible with any M2 screws, so you can attach any GoPro compatible with. Okay, that's pretty cool. In terms of functionalities, when you lock the GPS, so when you lock it, you should see, okay, on the status LEDs, everything turning into yellow. So it's a little bit different from other quadcopter, where usually when the behavior is normal, everything is turned to green. Here it's in a yellow, according to the instruction manual given. Well done. When everything is in color, so when it says that the GPS lock and takeoff is done, everything should be in solid yellow. Okay, so the different status here. Okay, so when, for example, you have a compass problem, you have one green light flashing in the sequence. Okay, when you have 2, it means that you have a gyro problem. There is no compass calibration or gyro procedure, specific procedure. They say that in the instruction manual to calibrate gyros, you have to just disconnect the quadcopter, install it on a flat surface and reconnect it. It means that and the startup of the boot sequence, they automatically proceed the gyro stabilization. For the compass, no word at all. So I'm a little bit worried, especially when I know it's an old Atmega 2560 generation, so I hope it's a little bit more stable than some quadcopter APM based, where it's pretty hard to tune. Okay, well, okay, there is the compass is external. I shielded the GPS, so it should be more or less okay, but I repeat, I strongly advise to shield this the GPS module to avoid some RF interferences. So the accessories are minimum. Okay, so just Allen key, a bind plug. So you have to eventually, if you're losing your bind of your transmitter, you have to disassemble your quadcopter. It's pretty easy. It's very easy. Basic 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 X screw here, some M2, and also 1, 2, 3, 4 external 1.5 X screws to remove. So it's really easy. Props are self-tightening, that's a good point. So it's a really basic quadcopter, and at least offering the return to home, and in case of fail-safe, it means that if you reach LVC and or you reach the limit of control range, this quadcopter should automatically return to home. So I don't think it's a great option, especially for the LVC case, because you maybe don't have enough battery to return to home. One word about this quadcopter. In the instruction manual, they say that they wrote some default setup about a geofence. It means that this quadcopter limits the flight to 100 meters high and to 300 meters of distance. That's, for the distance, in my point of view, is pretty low, especially then when you have to know that you have a FlySky transmitter system that should offer something like 600, 700 meters without problem. On the other hand, the LiPo is quite small, so your flight time is not amazing. Okay, so I will now shoot some default flying, videos without a gimbal, and later I will install this gimbal. It's an DJI gimbal, basic one, and I will try to also install this video FPV ring, in order to reach to have some FPV feedback. So I hope you enjoy this unboxing and quick analysis video. If you like it, please thumb it, and if you like my channel in general, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye. Okay, here is the entire part of the Tovsto aegean drone. So very easy to disassemble everything, so you just need to remove the 1, 2, 3 M2 X screw per hand, then a tiny M1.5 here, and it's very easy to open. So just release it. You will have to disconnect the GPS module here, and here is the GPS module. As you can see, no shield here. So this module can be receive some RF interferences, so I strongly advise to install some EMI tape to create a shield, RF shield for it. So let's focus more on the internal part. Here is the receiver, and I can read exactly AFD2 DS2A, so it's nothing else than the FlySky receiver. So you can bind this quadcopter with FlySky E6 or X6S if you want. So it's not a problem, or now it's also deviated, so it's good. So if you need to bind this quadcopter because you lost your bind, you have to insert the plug in the plug in the last available slot here, and then you will be able to rebind your quadcopter. So connection are done in PWM, and you have here the output. So this you have one associated with your. Let's talk about the input again. So for example, the 6th channel is nothing else than the port here, so to control the pitch of your gimbal, I guess. So everything is here. You have a buzzer. On the bottom side you have the in green you have the power distribution board. The flight control board is installed on a piece of foam. ESC, no information about ESC. I don't think a real visible except here. You have some little pad, maybe it's possible to flash something. I don't know about the MCU for each ESC. And on the front side, hidden behind the stickers, you have a micro USB slot. When you connect to a PC, you have a serial link open with written @Mega 2560. So I guess this flight controlling board is based on the old 8-byte generation of this MCU. So I try to connect to MultiWii or some mission planner is not working, so there is a proprietary, ground station software. But except that, everything sounds clean. So no big, the soldering jump are nice and no big problem. So I strongly advise now to shield the GPS module if you want to increase the GPS hold stability, especially when you know that it's probably 8-byte based flying controlling board, so the stabilization should be not so amazing out of the box. So especially you need to consolidate this shielding. Okay, first of all I will add some electrical tape on the top of the GPS module, because to not have the UME tape directly in contact with the chip. Okay, so I will install some tape like this. Then above it I will install some UME tape, and then again one more layer of electrical tape to isolate everything from any potential shortcuts like this. Okay, so you can also recover the beginning of the wires, also it will be good. Okay. Okay, so now it's more or less done. So use this UME tape, okay, piece off, and gently install it. So you need to shield everything. Okay. Okay, two pieces of tape again. Okay, not bad. Then add another layers of electrical tape, and it should be much more isolated from any RF interferences coming from the flying controlling board. Okay, so it's my strong advice to cover everything like this until you recover everything. Okay, here is the result of the shielding, so everything is clear and well protected and no risk of shortcuts. So now the GPS hold stabilization should be a little bit more accurate.